So now I want to show you how you can connect Frsky die module, transmitter module inside Untitled T9x or Frsky Tx for showing telemetry on T9x display and for using all high functions in Open9x firmware, which nice collaborate with Frsky telemetry. Of course, you need Untitled T9x or Frsky Tx. Next, you need Frsky telemetry die set module with antenna, how you can buy it on Hobby King or on other shop. Next you need some cable, some wire, servo wire, yes, lead, servo lead for servo. You will see later why. Next you need some very pink wire. Best is with silicone isolation. Yes, it's really thin wire, only like really like hair. Next you need 10 wires, data cable with length about 17 centimeters. My right length is 173 millimeters. Why is this length important? You can read on an article on my website okreimer.com. Link on this article is under this movie here on YouTube. And next you need 10 pins connector on data cable for connecting of USB programmer, USB ISP. And because I want put inside backlight under display, here is backlight, but this is backlight from Hobby King, but with mode for controlling of backlight by firmware. Yes, you can see this mode in details too in my YouTube channel or on my website too. So now we will start. I will open transmitter. If you have inside a battery, first step, remove battery, and I will open transmitter, and I will remove motherboard of transmitter from body of transmitter. So motherboard is removed from transmitter. First step, I will remove this foam because this is too thick. Remove this foam and stick new foam from back with backlighting. And the next step will be more difficult. In the next step we must break two paths, and up resistor, above resistor 1 and resistor 2 we must break these paths. Yes, here and here. Look on pictures on my website, on article, but on pictures you can see it with more magnification, but just break this and this path. If you will use knife or sharp knife or other tool, is your choice. Of course, everything is on your own risk. When we done with this, it's good check it with any multimeter by measuring of resistance if really these two brakes are broken. Jo. After control, after checking, we will make small dots with pen up of leg 7 and 8 from left side of CPU. Yes, when here is connector for display, on this top side count from left side up of leg 7 and 8 we will make small dots 7 and 8. Now, with using of this thin wire, I will connect leg number 7 from left side. Left number 7 I will connect with end of resistor number 2, and leg number 8 from left side, 8 from left side, I will connect with end of resistor number 1. This is really important, don't make mistake. 7 resistor number 2, 8 resistor number 1. After this work for microscope, again we will check if really leg number 7 is connected to resistor number 2 and leg number 8 is connected to resistor number 1. And we will check it not only by look, but again with multimeter, and we will check if these wires are connected, how it is okay, and we will check if we not some short connection between legs, between resistors, between resistor beside, etc. Simply check if resistor number 1 is connected to leg number 8, resistor number 2 is connected to leg number 7, and nothing more connection. Yes? So it can look something like this. I will stick here some sticker, some tape, and my sticker, it is cover for legs of processor, of CPU, and this is my sticker with my logo. So now we can solder data cable and TX RX cable, but we must make it on first. So we will use standard 10 wires data cable, but I will use only 6 wires. 4 wires I will remove, and these 6 wires I will solder on this connector. It means I will not use self-cut connector. I will cable solder on this connector. Yes. On the other side of cable I will some wires make shorter. It's not very important, but I like it, and I have experiences with this length, but this is not very important. Look how I will work it, and maybe you can make it by some way. So before application hot glue, we will take a look how these wires are soldered. Of course you can use standard 10 wires cable and use it with this connector, like is on my previous movie about flashing and installation of cable in the T9x. Look on my movies on YouTube. This way is without soldering of this cable. But if you will use this way with only 6 wires, and if you have a cable with same colors, because this is a standard color data cable, you can buy it everywhere. So, which colors? If we have a connector with this hole on the side, on the first pin is pink wire, second pin is red wire, pin number 3 brown wire, number 4 nothing, number 5 yellow wire. Pink, red, brown, nothing, yellow. On other side, only 2 wires. On pin number 1 blue wire, on pin number 2 green wire. Blue, green, nothing, nothing, nothing. Yes? And other side, you know other side. Yes? We will see later which wire will be soldered on which point on motherboard. Now we will connect data cable to motherboard. We will prepare soldering on this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, and this point is for wire from backlight, for controlling of backlight. Be careful at this point, because here we have break path. Yes, be careful for some short connection between this point and this resistor. Yes, these 2 points must be disconnect, must be with space between these 2 points. These points are same like standard points for data cable for flashing of T9x, for ER9x or Open9x. It's the same, only one different is this two wires between processor and these 2 resistors. And of course next different is breaks in these 2 parts. So now I will prepare soldering point. Now we again will make a check if these 2 points are not connected. Yes, these 2 points must be without a connection. So now we will solder data cable on a motherboard on right points. We will look later which wire on which point will be soldered. So, blue wire is here, green wire is here, yellow wire is here on top position in this corner under CPU, pink wire is here near the resistor number 2. We will again make a check if these 2 points are not connected. These 2 points must be disconnected. Red wire here, brown wire here, and here we have prepared point for controlling of backlight. Now I will glue with hot glue this cable on this sticker on CPU as fixation, and I will install backlighting in body of radio. In next step I will install motherboard back in body of radio, and later we will solder one next cable, 2 wires, TX and RX, but we will solder it with motherboard inside a radio because it will be easy. So motherboard is back in body of radio, backlighting is inside and connected, and now remain soldering of this yellow wire. Yellow in my case, you can have different color wire. Solder this wire from backlighting to this prepared point dot on a CPU. Now we will prepare wires for TX and RX for connection radio to Frsky Tx RX on Frsky module. We will use standard wire with male and female ends. This is with servo connectors, about 30 centimeters length. This is not important, something like that. And we will cut this wire on one end with about 2 or 3 centimeters remaining. You will see it later in detail. And we will remove yellow wire, signal wire. We will need only black and red wire, and length part of this wire we will connect on radio. Exact place you will see later in detail. So length servo cable, we have connected red wire to point with yellow wire. Yes, red wire is connected on yellow wire, and black wire is connected to pink wire. Yes, it's same point where we must be very carefully about short connection with this resistor number 2. Yes, again I will make a check if these 2 points are without any connection, any short connection. Yes, these 2 points must be without a connection. Yes, again red wire on yellow wire, black wire on pink wire on same point. And after this I will make some fixation with hot glue and tape. I understand this must be this can look like one big mismatch. Look on pictures on my website with I think more clear picture with illustration which wire will be connected which point. Yes.